crew and get in on the fun. Be sure to catch all the daily specials and promotions this season, like Thirsty Thursday, Fireworks Friday, Souvenir Saturday, Family Fun Day Sunday, plus special events and discounts all summer long. Don't miss out on the action as the Lincoln Salt Dogs take on their biggest rivals and knock the ball out of the park. Visit saltdogs.com and see this week's promotions and grab your tickets.
MHC isn't a new company, just a new name. Moe's Moving is now Moe's Home and Commercial. Whether moving across town or across the state, MHC Moving has you covered, specializing in home, apartment, assisted, and independent living moves. MHC can handle your commercial moves as well. MHC Moving has 0 hidden fees. You'll never pay for same-day booking or be charged for stairs, heavy items, or elevator fees. Rates are the same Monday through Saturday, and you will never pay a truck or fuel surcharge. And they offer payment plans through PayPal. Call MHC Moving today at 402-853-7167 or go to mhcmoving.com.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, 2-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Midwest Bank is now hiring in Lincoln. They have multiple banking positions open and are looking for dynamic individuals passionate about helping others and building relationships. With a family-friendly culture, competitive benefits, and unique perks, Midwest Bank is a great place to start a new career. Apply today at midwest.bank. Midwest Bank is an equal opportunity employer, member FDIC.
John Henry's has a brand new membership club to protect your entire home in one program. With a VIP and a deluxe option, we will help you find the plan that best fits your needs. Receive discounts on services and equipment, priority service, complimentary inspections, and so much more. Protect your home's plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical systems all in one membership. Call John Henry's to learn more.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air,
and Electrical.
At Schwezo Construction, safety isn't just a policy, it's a promise. Build with us. Work safe, go home proud. We're hiring skilled craftsmen, laborers, concrete workers, and steel erectors who value quality work and a team that has your back on and off the job site. If you're ready to be part of a company where your safety and success come first, visit schwezo.com. That's SCHWISOW.com and apply today. Schwezo Construction, 40 years strong and still building the future.
It's never too late to start protecting your company's data from cyber attacks. Your customers put their trust in you to keep their information safe from online threats. Don't let them down. Partner with Hamilton Business Technologies to get real-time threat monitoring, advanced security protocols, and experts who monitor it all for you. We care about the success of your business and the communities you serve. Hamilton Business Technologies. Real people, real technology solutions. Connect with us at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
93.7 The Ticket is your home for every Kansas City Royals baseball game. Bobby Witt Jr., Salvador Perez, Vinny Pasquantino, and the rest of the Royals attempt to make the postseason for the second season in a row. And you can hear all the action on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Your home for Kansas City Royals baseball. This is On the Block with Nebraska Basketball Hall of Follow Austin.
Saturday. Eagle Raceway is open for a full season of dirt track racing action every Saturday night. Don't miss the epic battles on the high banks of Eagle Raceway each Saturday between the Nebraska Septic Sprint Cars, Nebraska Lottery Modifieds, Avid Realty Sport Mods, Valentino's Hobby Stocks, and A1 Iron Stock Cars. Let's go racing. Eagle Raceway, just 10 miles east of Lincoln on O Street. Check out the full schedule at eagleraceway.com.
You're listening to Bock in the Blackshirt.
Terrell Farley. Defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror. Number 43.
And Jake Bockoven. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
Welcome to 93.7 The Ticket. It is Bock in the Blackshirt here on your 1 to 3 hour at 1040 O Street. Jake Bockoven, how are you doing today?
Oh, not too bad. Glad to be with you.
All right. We got plenty of good news today. We got plenty of news from the press conference yesterday. We're going to hear some. But first, we're going to talk about a couple of more things, Bock. 27 days, Bock. 27 days till Husker football. Where's everyone watching the game at, Bock?
Well, I hope they're going to Blur events, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I'm going to stay here. We had a little conversation yesterday about the Memorial Stadium gig that they're having down at Memorial Stadium, the watch party. So I will be at the watch party going on the air there.
Absolutely. Looking forward to doing that. Yeah, and I think I'm going to head on down to Kansas City. I do have a read here. This fits in pretty well here. So if you are going to Kansas City for the Husker game on Thursday, August 28th, the place to party before is with Blur Events. The tailgate on the main concourse of Royals Kauffman Stadium goes from 3:30 to 8 p.m. with a capacity of 2,000 folks. All ages are welcome. Children 5 and under are free, by the way. Parking and the game are steps away from the tailgate. Enjoy access to ballpark concessions offering food and beverages. Tailgate games like cornhole, beer pong, flip cup, and 93.7 The Ticket on the scene for the pregame tailgate show. Buy tickets today at blurevents.com/Kansas City. So there you go. If you want to be the cool like us, you'll be at Blur Events if you're going to Kansas City.
All right, Bob, when we say 27 days left, let's get it. The best number 27 ever at the University of Nebraska. We probably already know who it is, but there's a lot of honorable mention guys that we can mention also, Bob.
Yeah, wasn't it? I don't know. I wonder who's the obvious choice for you.
Irvin Fry.
Irvin Fry, yeah.
Well, you got two. You got several. I mean, you could choose your favorite player however you wish, Bob, because this is college football. You have the right to pick your favorite player, favorite team, favorite mascot, favorite GM now, favorite president, favorite sponsor. So you got a lot you can choose from. There's two that come to mind when you say 27. Irvin Fry, of course, first round pick.
First overall pick. Yeah.
First overall pick, 81 through 83. Long NFL career. But we're talking about the University of Nebraska. Was probably the first receiver to get drafted with his hands in the ground. Sam Folks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Punter. Great kid. Passed away in a car accident. Traveling back. You got Abdul Muhammad.
Sure.
94 player, came in from California, nice player, up in Omaha right now, running the Boys and Girls Club, doing a great job at that, man. Eric Johnson, former linebacker. I know EJ, good person. Cartier Walker, DB. I think he was a DB.
Okay.
And Kenny Wilson.
Okay.
You remember him?
Yeah, Kenny Wilson was somewhat, I think he got hurt moving a TV, which limited him. He is the best, was one of the best practice runs of all time. I don't know if you remember, there was it was before, I mean, this was, early, I think it was like 2006 or whatever. So earlier days, I should say, maybe of social media, but it was going all over his monster practice run. Then he got hurt before he showed off too much.
Okay. Johnny Corder say Wonder Mounds.
Wonder Bonds. Okay.
Yeah.
My favorite 27 of all time is Willie Amos. Willie Amos played for the 2001 team, even bled over to the Callahan era. And he was a starting safety for that 2001 team that went to the championship game. Also was very good at jump roping. And so he'd kind of go around, schools and show off there. And so that's why he became one of my favorite players as a young person. Unfortunately, he I think ran into Wilson Thomas or something, and so he was out for the season. Kind of redirected his career to play some wide receiver. In his first game, he just used his pure speed to get like I don't even remember what it was. I mean, he had 100 plus yards or something like that in that game, and that's about what he finished with for the season in his career because it didn't really the transition to wide receiver didn't work so much after that. But I'll always have if I get a chance to shout out Willie Amos, I will. He's one of my favorite players.
You have your right, Bob.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
it's your prerogative, like Bobby Brown used to say. Now,
yeah.
Bob, I sent you something earlier today. It was Nebraska football all quarter century team.
Mm-hmm.
And I figured we're gonna play a game, Bock. And I got my whiteboard up right here. You're gonna call out your offense, Bock. And as you call out your offense, I'm gonna write a defense out, but I'm not gonna tell you until I'm done. No,
okay.
You can call it out. I'm gonna write it while you're calling it out, Bock. Let me make sure I get the right eraser pen for it. But go ahead and do the offense first, Bob.
All right, because you got a whiteboard, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the screen on you a little bit so people can see. Maybe we'll know what you're writing out there. This is the Nebraska football all quarter century team. Kayla Henry and SI.com doing the legwork here to put this together, and they've got it all. They've got it, pictures and stuff, so you can kind of look at each individual selection. But they've got it listed here. If I can scroll down real quick, so this is basically from the year 2000 on, right? I mean, and so. You can have your difference of opinions, but this is where they landed. So at quarterback, they had Eric Crouch, not a bad pick, the Heisman Trophy winner, obviously from the early 2000s. Finished his career at Nebraska in 2001, so he certainly fits in to the within the time frame that needs to happen. And there's not much argument there. I mean, you've had some good quarterbacks over the time. Zach Taylor, Taylor Martinez. I'm always quick to point out those two specifically won Offensive Player of the Year in their respective times. But as we know, and as you'll see with a lot of the folks on this list, a lot of the best players from Nebraska in this quarter century team were on, the 2000 team, the 2001 team, kind of those first couple teams that had better records and just, was a better program at the time. So Eric Crouch makes a lot of sense for number one quarterback there. They got two running backs listed. They went with Amir Abdullah and Rex Burkhead. Always a good argument among the running back argument. Now, these guys played as teammates and were somewhat on the same team as well. I always say I would probably go with Roy Halou over Rex Burkhead. It almost comes down to just kind of a difference in opinion. You like kind of the big games, big moments. Roy had a few of those. I remember 307 yards against Missouri. He had, some big runs against the likes of, Oklahoma and Washington. Rex has got just as good of an argument. He was a little bit more beloved, I feel, from the fan base. So sometimes I get that, he gets that pushed over. There's, I think, another game where he carried the ball like 38 times or something against Iowa. That was back when Nebraska beat Iowa routinely. But in any case, they went with Amir and Rex. Can't argue too much, though. I would say, kind of going back to those early 2000s teams, Darren Diedrich would certainly have an argument to get in as well. Wide receivers, they went with Stanley Morgan and Kenny Bell. And boy, could you go with you could pick whoever you want at wide receiver. I don't say whoever you want, but there's a lot of different picks you could go there. Obviously, Westerkamp, Maurice Pierfry, Nate Swift, Palmer as of recently. So there's a lot of different choices to go there. They went with Kenny Bell and Stanley Morgan. Again, not wrong choices, but not, I don't think, solidified choices within the best wide receivers since the year 2000 for Nebraska. Tight end, Austin Allen. A lot of good tight ends over the years. Austin Allen had the most prolific stats, so I think that is fair enough. The offensive line, you'll notice, especially dominated by those early 2000s teams. Dominic Raiola, Tony Finotti, Russ Hochstein, all from those early teams. Richie Incognito included as well, and on this offensive line from those early teams, Cam Jurgens, the only player as of late to represent the pipeline for Nebraska, and that rounds out my offense there for the quarter century, 2000 and on, all Husker team. Terrell, you got your defense set up to stop it?
I have my defense set up.
Okay.
All right. All right. I'm going to go with my defensive ends, Bob.
Yeah. And what time frame are you selecting these guys?
70s, 80s, and 90s.
Against the 2000 teams. Okay.
Yeah, 2000, 2010, 2020.
Yeah.
Hey, next year is going to be 2030 in a couple more years. So we're going to go century against century. So, Bob, when I calculated this, I forgot his name. Won the game of the century. Who's the best defensive player?
Richard Glover.
Richard Glover. He's going to start off at my one of my D tackles.
Okay.
So I got Richard Glover right here.
Good pick. Good pick.
Christian Peters.
Okay.
That's a tough line, Box. So you got to go.
I know. That's
got to go with your nastiest
pretty feisty
player.
Already. Yeah.
Yeah. Richie Cognito, Riola, Cam Jurgens. So that right there, that's 3 heavyweights, Box.
That's right.
So I got Richard Glover, Christian Peters, Grant Wistrom, and Broderick Thomas.
Sandman coming off.
I'm sorry, Trev. I had to leave you out.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, because the text said them stuff and how you did here. So, but I left you out.
Fair enough.
All right. So that's my defensive line, Box. All right. When I go to my linebackers, I need some tough guys. I also need a little speed. But in the middle, I got Tom Novak.
Okay, good choice.
Night Train.
Yeah.
So yeah,
you're going way past the 70s.
Yeah.
You got a lot more years to choose from.
It's okay, yeah, but having a mean defense, mean middle linebacker like that is what you need in college football.
Yeah, good choice.
If your middle linebacker in college football is soft, guess what? Your defense is gonna be soft, Bob. All right. So my strong side, I moved him around because he played Will with me. But he's a great athlete, and I know he can adjust. Ed Stewart.
Okay, yeah.
Ed Stewart on the Sam. Terrell Farley. I'm going to play your Will. I'm going to check Amir and whoever you call, but those
Rex,
are my guys.
Yeah.
I'm going to kill those two, Bob.
I
can check any one of them out the backfield, Bob. Any one of them.
I think Tom Novak only weighs like 195 pounds.
That's okay.
That'll help with that.
That's okay. All right. Then I'm going my safeties, Bob.
Okay.
I'm going to go Toby Wright.
Okay.
Headhunter.
Not a bad choice. Sure.
Westerkamp, Kenny Bell, Stanley Morgan. They're going to be scared.
Okay.
They're not even going to come across the middle. Mike Minner at my strong safety.
Okay.
Baron Miles at my one corner. And Tyrone Williams at my other corner.
Yeah. Put together a pretty good squad.
Oh, yeah. So, but you read the defense part already, haven't you?
No, I just did the offense.
All right, read me their defense.
So, all right, you put an offense together to go against my defense.
Yeah.
All right, defensive line. Again, this is the quarter century team from SI.com for Nebraska. And Ndamukong Suh, certainly unarguable up there at the defensive tackle position. And then with Jared Crick, good to see him get his flowers here as the defensive tackle opposite Suh. Of course, they played together, already made a good tandem, so no bad choice there. Randy Gregory was one of the picks for the defensive line. Hard to argue with him as well. On the other side, Adam Carricker, they're letting him play defensive end, which is good. I know he appreciates that compared to when he was forced inside a little bit once he got drafted. So he's going to be on the other side. Good picks there up front on the defensive line. Linebacker, good picks as well. Going back to the early 2000s, they picked Carlos Polk. Looks like the meanest linebacker and played pretty mean as well. Barrett Ruud, Nebraska's all-time leading tackler, certainly deserves a spot. And no surprise there, Levante David was selected as well as at that linebacker core. A lot of tackles between those guys. Defensive backs, going back to that 2009 defense again, it was special, not just because of the two defensive tackles up front, but the lockdown corners on the outside. Prince of Mukamara, who did win Big 12 Defensive Player of the Year, gets one of the choices. Alfonso Dennard on the other side, and he did win Big 10 Defensive Back of the Year the first year Nebraska made it into the league. Defensive backs, good choice here with Josh Bullocks. He's going to go up back there and pick off whoever you got throwing the ball there. He had, I think, 10 picks one year for Nebraska in 2003. And Nate Gary, a little bit of a headhunter at defensive back as well for the safety position. And they also did specialists. So kicker Alex Henry, punter Sam Cook, and the return specialist DeMornay Pearson L.
All right, Bock. That sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
You ready for my offense?
I'm ready for your offense.
All right. First, I'm going to have to drop somebody off the 95 team because I'm going to put Dave Remington at center.
Okay.
Then the rest of it could be the 95 line.
All right.
All right.
All right.
I got to go with Dave Remington.
Yeah. Good pick.
Tight end, Johnny Mitchell.
Okay. Yeah. Protected tight end for Nebraska.
Yeah.
For sure.
All right. My split ends.
Yeah.
Irvin Fry.
Okay.
Johnny Rogers.
Yeah, not too bad of picks right there.
Yeah.
Heisman Trophy winner, number 1 overall pick.
All right. Quarterback.
Yeah.
Of course. Tommy Frazier.
T. Frazier, yeah.
But I'm going in the eye back. I'm not going wishbone.
Oh, okay.
Eye backfield. Fullback. Tom Rathman.
All right, yeah. Cracking some helmets.
Yeah. Running back. Lawrence Phillips.
Oh, wow. Okay. Pick him over the Heisman winner, Mike Rozier.
I got to go with Lawrence.
Yeah,
man.
LP.
Yeah. That's a big line. That's Sue you talking about.
Yeah.
Lawrence Phillips versus the Dominic Sue in the hole. Who wins? Lawrence Phillips wins.
I don't know. We'd have to
then
see.
Lawrence gonna stop.
I
don't know. Do the stomping.
Yeah. There'd be a lot of stomping around. There's a lot of mean folks on our two teams combined.
Yeah,
mean on the field.
Yeah, I mean, in life, but
in life too. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what I come up with. That can face that defensive line you got, because you got Sue, Carricker, Crick, and who's the other? Randy Gregory.
Yeah.
So I gotta get a good offensive line for them. Now your linebackers are good, but at the same time they're blockable. You know, LP and Levante David in the hole. I'm gonna go LP on that one. So you know, you got a lot of speed though too, also. But Tom Rathman, he's the blocker. He's gonna be looking for somebody.
I said Levante's not in my hole. That's Carlos Polk. Or Barrett Rude. They're bigger linebackers.
Oh yeah. Tom Rathman coming. He's coming here.
Yeah, Rathman's coming.
Yeah, he's coming looking. He's running an ISO with his head up looking for him. So, you know, a lot of times you run an ISO with your head down, but he's going to be looking up, looking for him. And that impact is going to be so much. So the key to this game right here is 15. 15 and 1. 15 and 1.
Yeah.
So if I can get, I don't know how good Johnny Mitchell is at blocking, but he's got to block down on Randy Gregory or Jerry. Who's on that end?
Adam Carricker.
Adam Carricker.
Yeah.
Carricker wasn't that big like he was now, was he?
No, he was pretty big.
Yeah, but we're not worried about that.
Yeah.
Coach Osborne always comes up with a plan. Either we're gonna run right option or left option, or we're coming through the middle. We're gonna run power through the middle.
Yeah. But I think you probably got a coaching edge too if we pick the coaches, because you would pick Osborne. I can only pick from 2000 on. So.
Yeah, you could only pick Bo Plano or Frank.
Or Solis, yeah.
Why don't you get the guy from the one out before Bo?
Callahan.
Yeah,
he's
an offensive genius.
Yeah. I don't know. His defense has left something to be desired there.
But that'll be a good game, Bock. That'll be a good game, especially that defense. My defense against that offense would be good. That would be a good one.
Yeah,
because you got some mean guys on the offensive line. I got some mean guys on the defensive line. Linebackers and running backs are equal. But I don't think their wide receivers on that team can mess with my DBs.
Well, it's interesting because obviously you were able to pick from the glory days, and I was picking maybe from one or two of the glory days, and then the rest of the years were not. And I didn't pick the teams. Obviously, this was picked from again from SI.com. But yeah, I mean, I would think that the 70s through 90s version of the Huskers would usually have an advantage in this type of situation that we're running down. But at least I was again able to use a few, the years 2000 and 2001. Because that, I think, maybe led toward, I don't know, 40% of the team that we put together here.
Old Dad 34 said both of you have great players on both teams.
That's right.
Yeah, Eric, just stop it. But yeah, I think these are two good teams. It'll be wonderful to see. And plus, if they had college football with the old teams against it, we could play against it like that.
Well, yeah.
But they don't have it in college.
You're gonna have to go create all these guys, probably.
Yeah. I haven't played it in almost a week and a half.
Oh, you're already done with it?
No, I'm not done with it. Just not feeling it right now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Did you win a few games at least?
4.
Yeah. And 4 and
for, I don't know, 13, 14, 15,
Not too bad.
20.
Yeah, well, all right.
Might be that far.
Yeah, might be too many.
All right. Thank you for listening to me, Block and the Black Shirt. We'll be right back with some more NFL action right here on 93.7 The Ticket.
John Henry's has a brand new membership club to protect your entire home in one program. With a VIP and a deluxe option, we will help you find the plan that best fits your needs. Receive discounts on services and equipment, priority service, complimentary inspections, and so much more. Protect your home's plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical systems all in one membership. Call John Henry's to learn more.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
And electrical.
At Schwezo Construction, safety isn't just a policy, it's a promise. Build with us. Work safe, go home proud. We're hiring skilled craftsmen, laborers, concrete workers, and steel erectors who value quality work and a team that has your back, on and off the job site. If you're ready to be part of a company where your safety and success come first, visit Schwezo.com. That's SCHWISOW.com and apply today. Schwezo Construction, 40 years strong and still building the future.
MHC isn't a new company, just a new name. Mo's Moving is now Mo's Home and Commercial. Whether moving across town or across the state, MHC Moving has you covered, specializing in home, apartment, assisted, and independent living moves. MHC can handle your commercial moves as well. MHC Moving has 0 hidden fees. You'll never pay for same-day booking or be charged for stairs, heavy items, or elevator fees. Rates are the same Monday through Saturday, and you will never pay a truck or fuel surcharge. And they offer payment plans through PayPal. Call MHC Moving today at 402-853-7167 or go to mhcmoving.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now in our new time. We're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
93.7 The Ticket is your home for every Kansas City Royals baseball game. Bobby Witt Jr., Salvador Perez, Vinny Pasquantino, and the rest of the Royals attempt to make the postseason for the second season in a row. And you can hear all the action on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Your home for Kansas City Royals baseball.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Haymarket Park is buzzing with excitement this summer. Grab your crew and get in on the fun. Be sure to catch all the daily specials and promotions this season, like Thirsty Thursday, Fireworks Friday, Souvenir Saturday, Family Fun Day Sunday, plus special events and discounts all summer long. Don't miss out on the action as the Lincoln Salt Dogs take on their biggest rivals and knock the ball out of the park. Visit saltdogs.com and see this week's promotions and grab your tickets.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, 2-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
The Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see probably sunny skies with a light breeze and areas of smoke. An afternoon high around 79. Tonight, probably cloudy skies and light winds, low near 58. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies and areas of smoke. An afternoon high around 81. I'm meteorologist Kyle Flecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Take control of your health with the DASH scan at Advanced Medical Imaging. The DASH scan is a full-body MRI designed for advanced health screening. This dynamic approach provides exceptionally sharp images across multiple organ systems, helping to detect potential concerns early. With minimal radiation and no invasive procedures, the DASH scan offers a safe, comprehensive look at your health. Plus, results are delivered faster than ever, giving both patients and physicians confidence in screening and diagnosis. Your health is too important to wait. Schedule your DASH scan today at Advanced Medical Imaging. Visit amimaging.com or call 402-484-6677 to learn more.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contests, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
You're listening to Bock and the Blackshirt, on air and online at theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to 93.7 The Ticket. Is Bock and the Blackshirt, and we are powered
by
Power
Infrastructure
Power
Underground
Brand Excavated. Shout out to the Bauer crew out there working hard all throughout Lincoln and the surrounding areas. All right, Bock, NFL game. Hall of Fame started last night.
Yeah.
Did you watch any of it?
I have to admit I was busy last night being a parent, so I did not catch any of it. And by the time, not that it matters who wins and who loses, but by the time I kind of started looking into it, the game was ended 34-7. So I'm a little bit disappointed because I guess I missed Brent Musburger returning to the booth a little bit there, and he's my favorite play-by-play or football commentator of all time. So a little bit disappointed. I missed Brett Musburger, but at least the NFL's back. People got into it. Did you watch any of it? Did you watch any of it?
I seen about 2 plays of it. I was walking by the TV, and Trey Lance plays for the Chargers.
Yeah.
He was in at quarterback. So it was about the end of the first, second. I don't know, but he was in. And no, I didn't watch it. But I don't even know half of these guys' names that's on these teams that were playing yesterday.
Yeah, so it ended up being 34-7. The Chargers win. It is. I always find it fun to kind of look through, who is there and trying to vie for a spot. I mentioned it the other day. DiCaprio Bootle is now playing for the Chargers after having played for the Lions last year. But looking through the box score, didn't look like he got any stats anyway. I don't know if he got out there on the field. But there's some fun names to kind of poke around and see. Trey Lance was 13 of 20, like you said, for 2 touchdowns and 122 yards. DJ Uiagalelei was the backup quarterback there for the Chargers, so we'll see if he can make the team. Omarion Hampton, the rookie, 2 carries for 9 yards, but a lot of this, a lot of the stars were held out.
Yeah. When you talk about DJ, what's his name?
Uiagalelei.
His career was up, and it turned a dramatic twist. Started at Clemson.
Yeah.
Got beat out there. Goes to Florida State. Didn't he?
He went to Oregon State first.
Oregon State.
Yeah.
Then he go to where?
Then he went to Florida State.
Then he goes where? Did he finish at Florida State?
He did with the 2-10 season.
So, yeah. So that's what's wrong with the transfer portal when we let all these kids just go anywhere they can go. I think there should be just one transfer period, and that should be February.
Mm.
You know how you used to have the February signing period?
Yeah.
Had a transfer window signing period.
Yeah, they need to organize it a lot better, and they got to figure out a way to do this. It's kind of interesting. I saw the class of 2021 numbers have come out now that we're in 2025, and 60% of the class of 2021 has transferred. Over 50%. 33% of the class of 2021 have transferred twice. A third of those of that class, and 42 out of 50 of the top quarterbacks of class of 2021 transferred. So
18 running backs went in the draft when Amir Abdul was drafted.
Okay.
He's the only one left.
Is he really?
Yes.
I did not know that.
I read that. He's the only one left.
Well, good for him. I got to look up his who else went in there with him.
Yeah.
Was that the 2014 draft?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
That's a long time, Bob. Running backs, lifetime period in NFL is supposed to be only 5 years.
Well, yeah, he's 32 years old.
Yeah.
Still in the NFL draft. You're right. And that's something that's kind of coming up now too, not necessarily at the running back position, but we're seeing, if you see some NFL storylines today, it's about Micah Parsons falling out with the team. Now, he's a young linebacker. That's not as big of the story as what we're talking about, I should say. It's a bigger story in general. But scary Terry McLaurin out there at Washington is also in dispute once a trade has requested a trade now from Washington. And what they're hung up on with him is he's 32. He's a wide receiver. You don't sign older wide receivers to big deals.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
The age certainly factoring into that.
I'll give him a 3 year. I'll give him 3 year, $50 million.
Yeah. I mean, with how productive
Now,
he's been.
how old is he, Bock?
32 years old, I think.
I can't give you $100 million, Bock. I can't.
I
I can't. Not at 32 years old. I can't.
Yeah.
Not, and you're a wide receiver. You probably have 1 or 1.5 years of good football left in it. Now, I'm being gracious and giving you a 3 year deal.
So excuse me, Terry McLaurin is going to turn 30. That's where it is. It's going on.
Still,
30.
he's still low.
Yeah, getting
30 is still up there.
Yeah.
Unless he can put up Jerry Rice numbers at the age of 30.
Jerry Rice was able to stick around.
Yeah, unless he can put numbers up like Jerry Rice, then I'll think about. But I still can't give you $100 million.
He's got 5 straight 1,000-yard seasons, and his latest one, he had 13 touchdowns last year. So, I mean, coming off a productive year, you understand why or maybe his most productive year, understand why he's trying to cash in at this time. But interesting time for those rivals. Obviously, the Commanders and the Cowboys, with two of their star players starting to get frustrated or continuing their frustration. The frustration is mounting, I should say, for those guys.
All right, Bock, as you know and everybody else knows, the next video game dropped is Madden 26. On this one, Bock, I have the ratings for Madden 26 quarterbacks.
Okay.
So these are the guys that, if you want to play with a good team in Madden coming up, then, hey, we're going to take these quarterbacks and look at them. Lamar Jackson, 99.
Fair enough. 2-time MVP.
Josh Allen, 99.
Reigning MVP, and also good choice.
Joe Burrow, 97.
Okay. Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes, 95.
Yeah, all right. I know, and I think this is the first time in 4 years he's not part of the 99 club. Didn't have as prolific stats last year, but still had the 1 seed in the Super Bowl. So
Matthew Stafford, 88.
That's a big drop. Okay, this is where the drop off happens.
Yeah.
The tiers.
Yep. Jared Goff, 87.
That trade will always be equal, won't it?
Justin Herbert, 86. Jalen Hurts, 86. Super Bowl winning quarterback. Bob.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield, 85.
Career revival. Fair enough.
Jaden Daniels, 85.
Okay.
That's it for the quarterback.
I think that's fair.
Top quarterbacks in Madden. All right, let's go to the top 10 wideouts, Bob. Jamar Chase, 99.
There he is. Good duo there with Joe Burrow.
Justin Jefferson, 99. Detroit Lions St. Brown, 96. CeeDee Lamb, 95. Tyreek Hill, 95. Terry McLaurin, like you just said, 30, 94. Mike Evans, 93.
Speaking of old wide receivers that are productive, Mike Evans has been around forever.
A.J. Brown, 93. Oh, we got Atlanta Falcons guy in here.
Hey, there you go.
Drake London, 91. Devontae Adams, 90. So, yeah, that was a good one. Now, Bock, I have all the rookie quarterbacks.
Okay.
I got the rookie quarterbacks. So let me find the rookie quarterbacks.
Which I saw already. They're not up there in the excitement as some of the rest of even the first round. Like Cam Ward's one of the lowest rated rookies, I think, in the first round.
Did I have the
even though it was the first pick?
Did I have the rookie? Did I send you the rookie quarterbacks?
You did. I'll see if I can run them down as well. You went through wide receivers. I think you had it here. Madden quarterback rankings. Cam Ward 72 overall.
That's bad.
That's the best among the rookie quarterbacks, but not great. Jackson Dart at 68.
Ooh.
Tyler Shuck, who could be starting for the Saints, is at 68.
Ugh.
Although reports lately have been not in his favor. It looks more and more like
Spencer Rattler.
Spencer Rattler might be the starter there, unless he turns it around. It's early. Shadur given a 67, even as a fifth round pick, over a third round pick partner 66. Dylan Gabriel for the Browns.
Are you a Madden player?
I loved Madden back in the day. It had some great soundtracks in the mid 2000s. I used to play it on my computer, and then because I wasn't allowed to have video games, so I had computer games. But then video game systems, I should say. And then I played at a friend's house all the time. So yeah, I mean, I've kind of fallen out a little bit over the last several years, and it is to my understanding that Madden. Would you say that Madden has also declined a little bit in the last several years, or you think it's back?
Madden kind of been okay.
Madden's been all right. Okay.
Yeah, I can live with the Madden, but the college football, how they got so many bugs in it that they need to fix, but at the same time, I think Madden is always going to be a number one seller also.
Yeah. And I always say this too, and I continue to say it, is that's how I learned the roster. That's like how I learned a lot of different people, where they played, how they go, styles. And so these ratings and the rankings back then, they might not be exact, and they're not going to be science, and it might not be fair to some of them. And that's why they have to do roster updates throughout the season, because we see the changes in the ratings that they have at the beginning of the season don't equal what is playing out in real life. But I always love that. That's how I learned the roster. That's how I became such a big sports fan. So while I don't play Madden now, or 2K or any of that stuff, I grew up doing it, and that helped me familiarize with the leagues, and certainly you kind of get into your off seasons and signings and stuff like that. So you have to kind of manage the team yourself, and so it's a lot of fun. I love. I wish I had more time, I would say, to be run through some more franchise mode.
All right, so August 7th kicks off the real extravaganza for the NFL preseason. But next week we will have Indiana, Baltimore, Cincinnati, Philly, Las Vegas, Seattle on a Thursday night.
There we go. Yeah, they always make it a little bit of you have to wait a little bit longer after the Hall of Fame game. Kind of makes it unique and special. But yeah, I mean, maybe I'll get a little bit more into those. Obviously, with the former Huskers trying to make the team and such. That's the first thing I did, was look at and see if DiCaprio Boodle did anything.
Yeah. Friday, Detroit, Atlanta, Cleveland, Carolina, Washington, New England. Saturday, host full of games. Sunday, Chicago Bears at the Miami Dolphins. New Orleans Saints at the LA Chargers. College football is on the way. 27 more days before Nebraska plays.
That's right.
30 days before the real Leave Me Alone Day comes around. 93.7 The Ticket. This is Bock and the Black Shirt here on 1040 O Street. We'll be right back.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
We interrupt this commercial break for an important story.
There once was a man from Nebraska who went searching for food in Alaska. When his stomach was rumbling while laying in bed, he could think of only one option, Führer's cheese spread. So he left it once and drove day and night to return back home for cheese spread delight. Now his stomach is full and the voice in his head tells him no more vacations without Führer's cheese spread. Find yours today at most local grocers.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top-quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
It's never too late to start protecting your company's data from cyber attacks. Your customers put their trust in you to keep their information safe from online threats. Don't let them down. Partner with Hamilton Business Technologies to get real-time threat monitoring, advanced security protocols, and experts who monitor it all for you. We care about the success of your business and the communities you serve. Hamilton Business Technologies. Real people, real technology solutions. Connect with us at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now. In our new time, we're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
MHC isn't a new company, just a new name. Moe's Moving is now Moe's Home and Commercial. Whether moving across town or across the state, MHC Moving has you covered, specializing in home, apartment, assisted, and independent living moves. MHC can handle your commercial moves as well. MHC Moving has zero hidden fees. You'll never pay for same-day booking or be charged for stairs, heavy items, or elevator fees. Rates are the same Monday through Saturday, and you will never pay a truck or fuel surcharge. And they offer payment plans through PayPal. Call MHC Moving today at 402-853-7167 or go to mhcmoving.com.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Breathe easier inside your home with Bryant. Eliminate allergens and odors and control humidity too. For a breath of fresh air, call 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Take control of your health with the DASH scan at Advanced Medical Imaging. The DASH scan is a full-body MRI designed for advanced health screening. This dynamic approach provides exceptionally sharp images across multiple organ systems, helping to detect potential concerns early. With minimal radiation and no invasive procedures, the DASH scan offers a safe, comprehensive look at your health. Plus, results are delivered faster than ever, giving both patients and physicians confidence in screening and diagnosis. Your health is too important to wait. Schedule your DASH scan today at Advanced Medical Imaging. Visit amimaging.com or call 402-484-6677 to learn more.
What do you look for when searching for a plumbing company? Integrity? Positive customer reviews? Are they insured and fully licensed? How about a company that has all three? Deals Plumbing in Lincoln is your go-to certified plumbing company that can help you fix anything from leaks to clogs, water heaters, and more. Give Deals Plumbing a call today at 402-525-7311, or you can visit Deals Plumbing online at dealsplumbing.com.
93.7 The Ticket is your home for every Kansas City Royals baseball game. Bobby Witt Jr., Salvador Perez, Vinny Pasquantino, and the rest of the Royals attempt to make the postseason for the second season in a row. And you can hear all the action on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Your home for Kansas City Royals baseball. You're listening to Bock and the Blackshirt on air and online at theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to Bock and the Blackshirt here on your 1 to 3 hour. Guys, let's get this out the way right now. If you have anything that your wife needs you to do in the next month, go ahead and do it now. So when football season starts, it won't be an argument about you supposed to do this, you supposed to do that. So go ahead and make the staircase, do whatever you did. I've been carrying clothes and moving stuff in the house for the last 2 days. So when football season do start, I don't want to hear a word.
Yeah, I'm being strategic about those. So we have to break up laundry and dishes here. And I'm saying, okay, well, laundry I can do from the couch and still watch. Dishes are tough to do.
Throw the dishes away, Bock.
Yeah, just throw away.
Yeah, just throw 1 or 2 away a day. You won't have any dishes by September.
So we mentioned this. I did want to say this because this is big move for one of the best defensive players in the NFL that we've seen in quite some time. We mentioned Micah Parsons seeming like a falling out maybe going on with the Cowboys. Well, now it seems to be official. Micah Parsons tweeted out, "Thank you, Dallas," and then had notes, 3 long different screenshots you might have to go through here. I'll just read the beginning and sum it up in the end here. Said, "Yes, I wanted to be here. I did everything I could to show that I wanted to be a Cowboy and wear the star on my helmet. I wanted to play in front of the best fans of the sport and make this America's team once again. This team my pops and I grew up cheering for way up in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Unfortunately, I no longer want to be here." Kind of went through some of the reasons why, and he wrapped up saying, "My trade request has been submitted to Stephen Jones. Personally, I've made the tough decision. I no longer want to play for the Dallas Cowboys." So interesting stuff going on there. We always talk about the balancing that they had to do with different teams have had to do with their salary cap, and in from a distance it was always okay, how are they going to fit everybody in between CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott, some of the guys up front on their offensive line, and we knew Micah Parsons was coming around. Could be on the move.
Yeah, that's a blow to the Dallas Cowboys defense, especially when a guy tell you he don't want to be here anymore.
Yeah,
I mean, you can't force him to play. I mean, he can play, but he can only play a way that he can play when he doesn't want to be there.
Yeah, you're not going to get the 100% out of him, even if he does trot out there.
Yeah, that's the sad part about it. Dallas should have probably figured this out a long time ago before it was coming.
Yeah.
Should have asked Dak to take a cut. He needs a pay cut. I don't care. Dak hasn't lived up to any expectations that he's supposed to. CeeDee Lamb is not a tier 1 receiver to me. He should have got less money than what he got.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously they're not coming off a great season, but they always feel like they're in the mix of it, and they are. You know, those some people don't like to say it, kind of America's team, right? Everybody's interested in the drama that they do have, even if they're not winning on the field. So we'll kind of see where this turns. But once it gets to the point the player officially getting the notes app out and tweeting out that he wants to be gone, in a rough position for the Cowboys. So I would say be nice to Cowboys fans out there, but you don't have to do that. You can still make fun of them, poke fun of them for not winning and going to the Super Bowl since the 90s and all that. So we'll see kind of what happens there. A couple other things that I thought were worth mentioning today. I don't want to get into the political side of this, but flags are at half-staff in Florida today because it's Hulk Hogan Day. And so they've gone as far as to put the flags at half-staff. Now, I'm a Hulk Hogan fan. I certainly disagree with a lot of the way he lived his life, and certainly the comments that he's made, racial comments that got leaked several years ago, and then never really seemed to appropriately apologize for those, for that. And so, I mean, there's been lots of talk about his passing, and certainly it's huge within the wrestling community. Flags that have staff for an entire state's a little much for me, even if he is an American icon.
Why, Bock? Why would you ask me this?
I'm not asking you. I'm putting yourself in a pretty tough position here.
You're putting me in a bad spot.
Well, I can say it without any. I mean, I
don't get burned.
I thought this was from the Onion or something.
I like Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I do. I grew up watching Hogan ever since 80 something. So you think about the icon part of it that you want to talk about. Hulk Hogan had flaws, but every man has flaws. You can't really let that go down as one of his greatest accomplishments by downing the man. I see that what's the wrestler Kevin Nash wrote a letter talking about people, but people have their own choice. I'd rather Hulk Hogan go out the good way. Just remember him in the Great American Bash when he first got into that part, when he slammed Andre the Giant.
Yeah.
That's probably was one of the best moments in history of wrestling we probably will ever see. having his own day, I think that's good for him. Long live his legacy.
Okay, yeah.
That's the only thing I would say, Bock. I'm not going to get deep into it.
Yeah, we don't need to get too deep into it. I just thought it was kind of funny. Well, I was surprised by it. Like I said, I'm a wrestling fan. I'm a Hulk Hogan fan, but yeah, flat to half staff might be a little much, but that's fine. That's how they want to celebrate Hulk Hogan.
What's that governor name in Florida? Santos?
DeSantis, yeah. Yeah, that's what I said. I didn't want to get to the political side of it. Hulk Hogan had some, I don't even know what they call it. Had an appearance, I suppose, at President Trump's deal before he got reelected. So that kind of falls into all that category that I don't want to get into. And really, with Hulk Hogan, that was the whole thing about his passing, is there was a part of it you don't want to get into, and the fun kind of wrestling American icon part that we can always, you can always fall back on. And like you said, for every great hero they're going to have flaws, and some are forgivable to some won't be forgivable to others. So you can kind of fall where you want to there. I did also want to say this, and this is where I'll really get in trouble. Happy birthday to a Big Ten coach out there. Made it to 70 today.
70.
That's Kirk Ferentz.
Oh.
So I know we're here in Lake, we're not supposed to, but I've long said
drive to Iowa instead of
drive to Iowa. I
say
I appreciate. I say this to say I saw defensive coordinator rankings the other day. Phil Parker ranked #1 in the country, and I don't know how you would argue that after the last 5 years on his resume, keeping that program up where they have. But I always argue Kirk Ferentz is one of the better coaches in coaching performances I've seen, albeit that he doesn't seem to be too much of an offensive wizard, right? But the fact that you can win all these one-possession games, win all these games when your offense scores like 13 or 14 points per game. Now they're hoping for some change there, but that's when I say, sometimes you ask about what coaches can do what. You see different coaches, if they're kind of winning shootouts, it might depend on kind of the personnel you got and the players out there. But in my mind, if you're winning close games routinely to the point that he is, a lot of coaching goes into those victories, coaching, game planning. And then certainly from their side of it, they don't bring in a whole lot of 4 stars and rarely ever any 5 stars. So it's a big developmental program, but that's enough credit for Iowa. I just wanted
I was going to tell you to drive to Council Bluff and get on their radio and and talk about it.
Well, I'm sure they're talking enough about it. I thought maybe I'd bring it up.
All right, Bock, let's go to break. And when we come back, we're going to continue from that Husker talk show yesterday. Not the talk show, but the Husker interviews yesterday. We're going to listen to some more of them, go through them, try to break it down. And then we're going to talk about one special freshman we got coming. And, man, what they call him, Bock?
A freak?
Yeah, when we come back. 93.7, The Ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
From the capital to castles, starting this December, fly nonstop from Lincoln to Orlando with service from Breeze Airways. That's right, nonstop flights to Orlando out of LNK are starting this December. You're now just a flight away from Disney World, Universal Studios, Legoland, and the Space Coast. Stretch out and relax on Breeze with complimentary family seating. Book your magical getaway now at LincolnAirport.com. LNK, make flying easy.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
MHC isn't a new company, just a new name. Moe's Moving is now Moe's Home and Commercial. Whether moving across town or across the state, MHC Moving has you covered, specializing in home, apartment, assisted, and independent living moves. MHC can handle your commercial moves as well. MHC Moving has 0 hidden fees. You'll never pay for same-day booking or be charged for stairs, heavy items, or elevator fees. Rates are the same Monday through Saturday, and you will never pay a truck or fuel surcharge. And they offer payment plans through PayPal. Call MHC Moving today at 402-853-7167 or go to mhcmoving.com.
Noticing more dust at home? It may be time for duct cleaning from Bryant. Breathe easy and healthy. Call 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Looking for a fun way to give back? Join us for the 2025 Kicks for Kids Nebraska Fun Run Walk, presented by Pinnacle Bank, on Saturday, August 23rd at James Arthur Vineyard. Enjoy a scenic 5K through beautiful grounds. Every step helps provide shoes to kids in Lincoln and Lancaster County schools, with options for adults, wine included, and kids. Registration fees include a t-shirt, medal, and bag. Sign up today and make a difference at kicksforkidsnebraska.org.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at DoorsPlusLLC.com. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Tune in every Saturday from 12 to 2 p.m. for the Law of Lift with Dr. Lawrence Chatters. Sit back and enjoy listening to Dr. Chatters discuss real stories involving struggle, inspiration, and real-life experiences with special guests and insights. Remember, the higher the pressure, the greater the lift. It's the Law of Lift with Dr. Lawrence Chatters every Saturday from 12 to 2 p.m. right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now. In our new time, we're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
Advanced Medical Imaging is the largest radiology group in Nebraska, located in Lincoln at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard. At Advanced Medical Imaging, they utilize state-of-the-art technology and blend it together with their compassionate, skilled team to guide you through every step. Whether it's an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray, their precise diagnostics help your doctor deliver the best care plan for you. Choose clarity and comfort in your life by choosing Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard and online at amimaging.com.
You're listening to Bock in the Blackshirt.
Terrell Farley. Defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror. Number 43.
And Jake Bockoven. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
Welcome back to 93.7 The Ticket. This is Bock in the Black Shirt here at your 1 to 3 hour. Don't forget to watch the Big Ten training camp tonight. Nebraska episode comes on at 8 p.m. tonight.
Is it that late?
Yeah,
Wow.
8 p.m. Turn me up a little bit more. Yeah, 8 p.m. That's a little late, but I'll try to watch it.
Yeah. I mean, they I'm sure they're done recording. Obviously, they were here at 8:30 practice this morning. I imagine that lasted 2.5, 3 hours, and
Well, you gotta
probably got a lot of
edit
interviews
it.
there.
You got to edit it, get it back, get
Yeah.
it rolling. 8 o'clock is a great time.
How much do you BTN these days? When BTN first came out, I loved it. It was like, this is everything I want and more. A lot of replays on there, so that might hold back a little bit. But I'd notice I BTN less these days, and well, that might just be until football and basketball season come back around.
Well, I haven't watched cable this summer yet.
Yeah.
Because mostly there's nothing on TV. I watch a little bit. I may flick it, but I don't get into those not higher numbers, but there's only a certain amount of like channels I like.
Yeah.
That I'll just 3-4 channels, and then I probably go to Netflix. I'm not a big TV guy.
Yeah.
Not till football season.
BTN's not one of them for you.
No, I'm just not a football. Not going to say I'm not a football guy. I'm just not a TV guy when football season is not on.
Yeah.
I don't like the reruns. I don't like all that stuff. Very seldom watch ESPN now.
Yeah.
No basketball. Just in general, I'm more of a Netflix type of guy.
That's what I think that most of the nation and most everybody is kind of getting to. We've talked about cord cutting for years, and I think it's kind of to the point of, now that we're seeing fights like the Crawford-Canelo fight on Netflix, seeing movie premieres on Netflix. Obviously, streaming has kind of taken that over, so it's always interesting to kind of see. And so maybe that's part of the reason I watch BTN less. But like I said, once we get back into the full swing of football games, I'm sure I'll be watching it quite a bit this upcoming season. I don't know if Nebraska has too many games.
Well,
I have to double check this year on there, but there's always a full.
Well, I have to renew my cable thing for who do I have? Well, I think I got YouTube TV.
Okay, yeah.
Right now, I put it on pause, and then I pay it again when football starts.
Yeah.
Because the last 3 months I haven't really watched TV like that. So more like Netflix. That's why you have the internet for Netflix and other things and video games.
Yeah, my friend does the same thing. I've seen people over the years. Back when I was a kid, we only got cable for football season. So there's different ways to do it. Save your money here and there. If you're not going to use it, certainly.
Yeah, because nobody sits and watch all the channels like we used to have.
I don't think so. Maybe older generations will still flick through it.
I know that YouTube TV is one of few who carries Big Ten and SEC and ACC.
Yeah.
See, some of them don't give you the opportunity to choose, like Hulu and the Peacock and all them. They don't give you a chance to get you have to order so many different packages to get that.
Yeah.
That SEC and Big Ten and ACC state and probably Big 12, because if you get the regular like $99, not even that one, $69 one, you're not going to get probably but one of those channels on that one.
Yeah. I've thought for years, I was hoping that cable would kind of come down from their prices with all the streaming options there, but instead the streaming options kind of rose up to the cable prices, and now we seem to be back in a similar situation. But it is what it is. The world will have to make their money.
Yeah, we'll go the old school way. We'll go radio.
There you go. Yeah, hey, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Stream it in.
Although we like radio, TV, and streaming here. We don't pick and choose.
Oh no, we got Allo, we have YouTube, we have X, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter.
Yeah,
we have it all here. The Ticket.
Yeah, and the 93.7 The Ticket on the radio.
Yeah, and 93.8 The Ticket too.
Yeah,
if you want to record a podcast, come down here and record at The Ticket too. It's always open for you.
Yeah,
you can start your own podcast.
You have to talk to DP though.
Yeah, I mean you can. I mean,
but go through the right circles.
Yeah. You can even have Jake Sorensen on it with you too.
Yeah. Jake.
All right, Bock. We did have a press conference yesterday with the offensive coordinator, receiver coach, and a couple of guys. Let's hear some of the action we had yesterday.
Yeah, it's interesting. We can kind of dive into the specific clips here because DeKill Schwartz was kind of specifically talking about individual receivers, and we'll get to that in a second. But I thought it was interesting, too, Holgerson talking about the offensive line. Rocco Spindler, of course, coming over from Notre Dame, where they had one of the best depth for days, if you will, over there at Notre Dame. They had one of the best offensive lines this past season. He said he believes Nebraska can be the best offensive line in the country and can win the Joe Moore Award for the offensive line, which crowns the best offensive line in the country. So that's from somebody who's seen what it takes to get there, to be there, not just in the national championship game, but behind a strong offensive line. That's got to give you a lot of hope, and hopefully it's just not lip service here. Here's Holgerson talking about that offensive line and how it compares to others that he's had in his tenure.
I don't compare it to, I don't care what I've done, where I've been, teams I've had. It's always about this and what we got to do to make this the best team that we possibly can, and I just look at it right now and I'm happy with the depth. We got 17 healthy bodies at O-line. We get a third group out there and rep those guys with a bunch of young guys. It doesn't look very good, but they're getting a whole bunch of reps. And that's what young offensive line guys need, is just reps and developmental. And then they need to eat and get in the weight room and worry about those guys here in a couple of years, but for the now and for like the next practice, got 10 good bodies that are all practicing hard, and that gives us an opportunity to coach them and gives them an opportunity to develop.
Some good coach speak there from Dana Holgerson. I don't know if you got too much out of that, but here's him talking about the competition at the tackle spot.
Lot better than I felt in January. I looked out there in January and said, geez, this ain't good. Now I look out there and say, okay, there's capable bodies that are able to play. Getting Teddy and Gunner back has developed depth. So, I mean, we're just rotating them every couple plays. I mean, all those guys, we're going to rotate them, and, hopefully we get Turner back here pretty quick as well. That will add to more depth with it. So, depth and healthy bodies to be able to practice and put them in situations to see who elevates their game. That typically happens throughout the course of camp. One's going to go up and one's not. Are we going to rotate them all year? I don't know. We're going to just keep putting them in situations. But how do I feel? A whole heck of a lot better than I did in January. We're able to put 2 quality groups out there right now and get as much reps and work in as we need to.
So interesting. Coach Holgerson maybe not quite as high on that offensive line as Rocco Spindler's comments would indicate, but at least you feel good about the tackle position. Interesting that didn't necessarily feel good about that before. Tyler Knack has been rolling out there along with Teddy Prohaska, the names that he mentioned. Teddy Prohaska and Gunnar Gatuluk coming back there from injury. Then of course there's Elijah Pritchett, who a lot was made kind of out of the first media practice. Saw him with the second unit. You heard Holgerson say kind of rotating those guys in and out. He did say probably, I said something to the line of not sure if they're going to rotate guys throughout the year. I would hope not. I think you got to settle in on your starters on that offensive line. Continuity always a key factor, and sometimes that's why those injuries along the front line can hurt.
Yeah, that's not a spot where you want to rotate at. Having multiple guys is great, but that's probably one of the, not saying the easiest spots to get hurt on, but they do get tired quicker. So when you can rotate them probably 4th or 5th series, that'll be great. But that's not a position that you can really want to take in and out of game situation.
Yeah, that would be more like, and especially on the offensive line, maybe more the guard could kind of fill in. You would think as more of a rotation piece. Obviously, your tackle, you're generally going to be the one, regardless of what time it is, your best offensive tackle out there protecting the quarterback. And so we'll see. I mean, obviously, if there's not much separation between the two, you could still have competition if you're not feeling like there's a big difference from having one guy out there to the other. But like I said, kind of familiarizing yourself, not just with your offensive line, but Dylan, kind of understanding the differences between having, Pritchett and Knack out there whoever's competing at different spots. You want him to have that comfortability too. So kind of interesting, I thought, there as we look at the offensive side of the ball, through Coach Dana Holgerson's eyes. But then I know you want to get to Jeremiah Jones. So Jeremiah Jones is a freshman wide receiver here, and thought very high of by wide receiver coach DeKale Shorts. There's plenty of different names to go through for DeKale Shorts as he kind of went through some different guys, and we'll get to him here in a bit. But let's start with Jeremiah Jones and his journey to Nebraska.
It's crazy because I've never even heard of him until I got here. So I'm like, how the heck does a kid from, Murray, Kentucky come to Nebraska? And I was just there for a year. So, I went to see him on the road when I first went on the road, and we kind of talked about that. But I'm happy he's here. He's a great kid.
Furthermore, DeKale Shorts on his athleticism.
I think he's just a freak of nature athlete with his size and his speed and the way he moves around and he runs. Obviously, all you guys know Coach Rule. If he sees somebody that caliber, he's going to try to, put him everywhere that he can. But I'm happy that he's settling in the receiver room as of right now. I think he's a really good player. No matter where he ends up, he's going to help us. He's going to help us win.
Yeah, you got to think of guy Bock when he's 6'4", 225, just the same as Jeremiah Smith Rogers. I mean, what's that kid Smith? Who's at Arizona State? I mean, who's at Ohio State? 6'4", 225 freshman. Man, and probably got the wingspan of a 6'8" guy.
Well, yeah, and you describe him as a freak of nature by your wide receiver coach. That's probably could be in a worse position. And wide receiver is a position that young guys can usually get out there and go. We'll talk a little bit later about Ja'Cory Barney. Obviously, he did that last year, and they're talking about his steps that he's kind of taken from using just his pure athleticism to more developing in kind of the route running and different moves he can use out there on the field. But nevertheless, if you've got a freak of nature athlete like Ja'Cory Barney with his speed, like now they got with Jeremiah Jones. They're gonna find a way to throw them out there. Remember, he kind of came in as an athlete, so DeKale Schwartz had to win the battle as far as bringing him into the wide receiver room. He mentioned he didn't win that battle with Isaiah Mose. So you win some, you lose some. But I know he's glad to have him in the room, and it's it's interesting because I do think we kind of get this idea of when we talk about rotation is that there's those three top guys in the room at wide receiver, and Dane Key and Isaiah Hunter and Ja'Cory Barney, and they're all very proven from their previous year. And so it's hard to see them coming off the field because of the stats each of them were able to come put up. But guys, if you're getting called a freak of nature, and if you are that much of a weapon, it's going to be hard to keep you off the field.
Well, we'll find out today. I mean, you have to find out today because today was first day of pads. Now, when we put on the pads, it's a different story. I mean, you could be an All-American in shorts, Bock, with a helmet on, but when you put on the pads, the camera in the sky don't lie to you, Bock. I mean, it shows you everything, the weaknesses, the strengths. Good thing about this kid is that he's big. I mean, if he can really show out with pads on, then he solidified himself a role in this offense, I think.
Yeah, and like you said, that's the big key today. We'll see from the high school to the college level. I mean, there's a lot of great athletes that did not make great football players over the years, and there's never a shortage of football coaches trying to turn those great athletes into great football players because they see the potential. So, not saying that's the case with him. I'm just saying just because he is particularly has athleticism means it's going to translate from the get-go. But again, at that position, it certainly could. How about a little bit of update here on a couple of the other receivers here in that room from DeKale Schwartz?
Yeah, well, Bonner, I would say he's a unit. He's a big dude. Like, we run individual. We do our run drills, our stock block, and when he puts his hands on you when you're holding the pad, it's a different feeling than everybody else. He's extremely strong, but he works hard. Like, if you told him, hey, we need you to go 10 plays straight, he'll do it. Yes, sir. I think he's starting to develop, he's starting to get a hang of playing, the receiver position. We use him at so many spots. He's really a utility football player. He's really good for us, but he's getting better at the receiver position. He's a great teammate too. I really love having him in the room. And then Isaiah, he looks pretty good right now. I think he does. He looks pretty good right now. But the biggest thing with Isaiah is just getting him going every day. He's still young, so just getting him going. He's really talented. So just trying to pull that out of him.
Interesting stuff there on Isaiah Hunter and Janarian Bonner. Sounds like, and he's kind of spelled it out there, Bonner's still kind of a do-it-all type of receiver, maybe kind of getting into more of the receiver mold, but you still think that's the best way to utilize him? Do you think that maybe kind of can detract from him at one position if you're kind of using him at multiple positions?
Well, Mickey Joseph brought Janarian Bonner in for a receiver. And that's one, he recruited him as a receiver here. But like I said, they used him all over, and then Coach Short just used a great term. He's a utility guy. He can play everything.
Yeah, so we'll see kind of what happens with him. I want to see. I think maybe again with so many bodies in that room, it might be hard to get an increased role. But I'd like to see that for him this season. Of course, the top of that room, we kind of talked about Dane Key, DeKale Schwartz. Of course, the Nebraska new wide receiver coach also updated on him and kind of gave us some of his strengths and the personality that Dane Key brings to the table.
Who he is as a person. I mean, he's a good player. He's been a 3-year starter in the SEC, but who he is as a person has really helped our room. We have so many young guys in that room, and just the way he carries himself, he's always in the building getting extra work. He's always taking care of his body. He wants, his other guys in the room to succeed. So I think, when younger guys see older guys that have production and that have had success and see that how they work and they work hard, it's kind of easier for those guys to follow.
So interesting, Dane Key leading the group there with his having played so long in the SEC and now coming over to Lincoln. A lot of young receivers on that roster. I mean, we talk about even Barney and Hunter and say, yeah, these are known commodities, but they're just coming off their freshman season. So still kind of younger group out there, but Key should stand alone as the veteran and be the maybe the leader. I don't know how vocal he is, but at least the leader to follow what he does on the field, because he's made in college football. Now he can say this. He's got to have made a living out of this.
Yeah, I think his transition to Nebraska was made very easy because he's with his position coach. And that's one up that he has because he has his position coach with him. But, being one of the favorite targets of the quarterback also helps him. And then trying to be the leader of a young receiver core. And I think he's doing a great job of that. And with some other guys' help, might be one of the best receiving groups we've had in a long time here at Nebraska.
Yeah, it is shaping up to be. Could it be even better, as we mentioned earlier, if they were able to keep Isaiah Mosey at the wide receiver position? He's moved on to running back. There's a couple quotes on Dacale Shorts talking about that. Here's him was saying he's fighting to keep Mosey at wide receiver.
Yeah, when it's Mosey, you fight to keep him in your room. But sometimes you get overruled by, obviously, I got superior bosses here. And like we said, we all want to do what's best for the team. I used to fight to try to keep him in your room. One, he's a special player, but he's a really, really good kid. He's a great kid, and he works extremely hard. He's going to be successful no matter where he's at.
There you have it so far from him. Another quote from him about Mosey moving to running back.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, one, obviously, we're all going to do what's best for the team. He has a chance to be a really, really special player. He's very versatile and unique. I think he's going to have a chance to help us no matter where he's at. But, I think that just tells you about our team. Mosey goes to the running back room and this next guy up mentality in our room. And then I'm just trying to, stack days on days with each other and just get better as a group individually.
There, as you can hear it, he's probably not as as excited as some of the others about the move to the running back room from him. But again, to Mosey's point, remember this was Mosey's decision to kind of move over to running back. Seems like even with all the talent they've gotten in the wide receiver room, it might be a little bit of an easier opportunity. I don't want to say easier, but more opportunity there at the running back position. And I wonder if this is a long-term move or if this is that's kind of what's out there for this season, or if maybe long-term he still could be a wide receiver. You never know.
Well, it depends on how he plays and how he can learn this playbook and get himself on the field quick enough and to overcome, at least got to be the third down back by the time camp over with. I don't know if he has enough in him to take over Quinn Ives right now, but if he keep working on it and the way they say he's doing, he's got a good shot to be number 2 going probably later on in the year.
Yeah, and we'll see. Again, Ives a little bit banged up at practice the other day, so we'll see kind of how he feels going into the season as well. Here's Dacale Shorts on Ja'Cory Barney, who we talked about in his mental growth particularly.
Mentally, he's just matured a lot. Obviously Ja'Cory was, a good player last year. He played early as a freshman. So, it's hard, that next year when you play early as a freshman, because when you play, you're just playing on pure talent. You don't really know what you're doing yet. So now the spring, he worked on a lot of technical stuff as far as technique within the position. And I think there were some growing pains in the spring for him there. So you can see kind of that frustration, but he's worked extremely hard over the summer. And I'll tell you what, he's playing pretty fast right now. I'm really happy with him. He's just got to continue to develop. He's still young. I think he's going to be just fine.
Kind of interesting, especially over the years, listening to different people. I remember J.D. Spielman in a little side session we had at one time said that his freshman season, he was really going through it. Sometimes didn't know the plays. He'd just go out there and run them. As a young guy, and I know you didn't play until the JUCO level, but how common is that when would a guy maybe not know what plays kind of going on out there and just kind of have to go on instinct?
Yeah, it's hard. I also did the same thing playing as a junior. Didn't know the defense. They'll put me in a couple plays. Hey, just do this, do that. Then once you get comfortable with the defense, they'll be able to throw a lot more at you and to open up the defense. So same thing goes in the other rooms. So it's just a matter of you adapting to it, how fast you can.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I think he's got. Maybe of all the players on the roster, I'm excited to see what he brings this season because he had so much potential that they wanted to get him the ball so much last season. If he can have a few other weapons on the team, maybe open it up a little bit for him, and again make those own personal strides, he could really have a special season this year.
All right, yes sir. I like Ja'Cory Barney, man. He's a good player.
Yeah.
By
the way, he wants to lead the nation in punt return next year, so. He's got his own goals ahead of him.
First, we got to learn how to run them back first.
That's right.
We haven't ran back a punt in how long?
I couldn't even tell you.
2 or 3, 1 a year.
Yeah, we'll take it.
All right, Bock and the Blackshirt here on 93.7 The Ticket. We'll be right back.
Play ball!
Haymarket Park is buzzing with excitement this summer. Grab your crew and get in on the fun. Be sure to catch all the daily specials and promotions this season, like Thirsty Thursday, Fireworks Friday, Souvenir Saturday, Family Fun Day Sunday, plus special events and discounts all summer long. Don't miss out on the action as the Lincoln Salt Dogs take on their biggest rivals and knock the ball out of the park. Visit saltdogs.com and see this week's promotions and grab your tickets.
We interrupt this commercial break for an important story.
There once was a man from Nebraska who went searching for food in Alaska. When his stomach was rumbling while laying in bed, he could think of only one option, Führer's cheese spread. So he left at once and drove day and night to return back home for cheese spread delight. Now his stomach is full and the voice in his head tells him no more vacations without Führer's cheese spread. Find yours today at most local grocers.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see partly sunny skies with a light breeze and areas of smoke. An afternoon high around 79. Tonight, partly cloudy skies and light winds, low near 58. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies and areas of smoke. And an afternoon high around 81. I'm meteorologist Kyle Flecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Breathe easier inside your home with Bryant. Eliminate allergens and odors and control humidity too. For a breath of fresh air, call 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
MHC isn't a new company, just a new name. Mo's Moving is now Mo's Home and Commercial. Whether moving across town or across the state, MHC Moving has you covered, specializing in home, apartment, assisted, and independent living moves. MHC can handle your commercial moves as well. MHC Moving has zero hidden fees. You'll never pay for same-day booking or be charged for stairs, heavy items, or elevator fees. Rates are the same Monday through Saturday, and you will never pay a truck or fuel surcharge. And they offer payment plans through PayPal. Call MHC Moving today at 402-853-7167 or go to mhcmoving.com.
From the capital to castles, starting this December, fly nonstop from Lincoln to Orlando with service from Breeze Airways. That's right, nonstop flights to Orlando out of LNK are starting this December. You're now just a flight away from Disney World, Universal Studios, Legoland, and the Space Coast. Stretch out and relax on Breeze with complimentary family seating. Book your magical getaway now at LincolnAirport.com. LNK, make flying easy.
Since 1983, Fast Mike's Rollouts has been a trusted and reliable company in Lincoln and the surrounding areas. Fast Mike's handles all sides of construction projects, home renovations, or big cleanouts. With the perfect size dumpster to fit your needs, Fast Mike's Rollouts will haul it all. With same-day delivery in Lincoln, affordable rates, and top-notch service, Fast Mike's Rollouts make cleanup quick and easy. Call now at 402-450-6828 or visit us online at fastmikesrollout.com. Book your dumpster today. Fast Mike's Rollouts, cleanup made simple.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at gainatrucking.com.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top-quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
Tune in every Saturday from 12 to 2 p.m. for the Law of Lift with Dr. Lawrence Chatters. Sit back and enjoy listening to Dr. Chatters discuss real stories involving struggle, inspiration, and real-life experiences with special guests and insights. Remember, the higher the pressure, the greater the lift. It's the Law of Lift with Dr. Lawrence Chatters every Saturday from 12 to 2 p.m. right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You're listening to Bock and the Blackshirt on air and online at theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to Bock and the Blackshirt here on 93.7 The Ticket. John and Cortland. Terrell, the pup is unavailable for a trip to KC. And the Blur staff bird dog, now they cover for ages to meet later. John from Cortland, he walks in here with his little pretty dog.
That's right.
I said, I know what you're doing, John. I said, that dog is a magnet. That's why some people buy dogs. They walk the dogs. So and I know John is married. I know he's not that type of guy, but when some guys have puppies, they just want to walk them around so they can attract the women.
Well, hey, it's not a bad get something cute, carry it around. It'll probably, if it attracts the ladies, then so be it. Yeah, not a bad strategy, I don't think.
So I got 3 dogs. You might like one of them, but 2 of them probably going to chase you.
Are they cute at least?
Yeah.
I
got a mini Aussie.
Yeah, okay.
He's got the brownest, goldish eyes, but he's as bad as one. He doesn't listen.
Yeah.
He's a whimper. He cries a lot. He's one of, I call him he's a bougie dog.
Yeah.
He sleeps in the bed with us down at the bottom. He just turns his body every which way. and he's not a baby, but he just, what I just called him again? Bougie.
Is he the youngest of the crowd?
No, he's the next to the oldest.
I was gonna say, it sounds like it might be the youngest one. Is the leader the smallest one?
The leader is the smallest.
No.
The leader is the middle one.
Oh, the middle size.
Yeah, he's the youngest though.
Oh, okay. The youngest is the leader.
Yeah, because he's the barker.
Okay.
And he's bigger than the middle one.
I always like when little dog.
If those two fight, they fight to the end.
Oh yeah, you gotta separate them.
I come home and I see blood. I'm like, what is going on? Like, what happened? Why do y'all two got to fight till you draw blood from each other?
Yeah.
And then you lick yourself clean. Both of you lick. Now look, you're licking him and he's licking you.
Mm. Oh, you know how it is. Brothers got to get a punch in here and there.
Yeah, but and the oldest one doesn't do anything. He doesn't move.
Oh, good for him.
He's the most quietest dog.
Yeah.
He doesn't bark.
He's the wisest.
Yeah, he's the wisest. He barks when they get close to him. He don't like to be bothered.
I always like it when the small dog barks like crazy and then looks up at the big dog to go do something, like, hey, we're here. Well, mostly he's here, but
yeah, the big dog sleeps a lot. He's the oldest. He's probably 11.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So probably 10 or 11.
Well, fair enough.
So, and then you go 5 and probably 3.5.
Yeah.
So
no more dogs around the corner for you?
Yeah, no more. No more. That's it.
No, yeah. There's already too much going on.
I am done with dogs. The bougie one, Eric. Yeah, that's you.
Yeah.
Eric says he's bougie.
Oh, okay.
He has bougie questions.
Bougie tendencies.
Yeah. Yeah. Eric is the bougie one. All right, Bock, let's listen to some more. What we got today?
All right, let's jump back into Kale Schwartz. By the way, we're talking about receivers. I saw Amari Cooper did retire today.
He did?
Became somewhat of traveled around the last couple of years, but it's crazy how quickly some of these careers seem to come and go. I just seems like not too long ago he was
didn't live up to the hype.
Probably not quite, no.
Because he won the Heisman. Did he win the Heisman?
No, he wasn't the one that won the Heisman.
Okay.
It was Devontae Smith.
Devontae Smith.
A few years before, he was supposed to be the kind of the next big thing at receiver.
Yeah.
I think he might have made a Pro Bowl or two, but
yeah, he was never that guy that we supposed to see. He wasn't like Jamar Chase.
Right.
When he came out, he's supposed to have been all that. But he hasn't.
Solid career though. Let's go back into we were listening to DeKale Shorts and Daniel Holgerson, and we can get back into that before we move on here. Text line.
Oh, Eric.
Drawing your ire there. Oh, I see. Yeah. Let's get into a little bit more of DeKale Shorts here, talking about how Coach Holgerson is tough on the wide receivers.
Yeah, it's definitely an adjustment. You know, Coach Holgerson's pretty direct and demanding. He's hard on those guys at the receiver position. Obviously, he knows a lot about that position. He's coached it at the highest level. He's done it for a while, but it's been adjustment for our guys. But I think they're getting the hang of it. It's been a process every day. We work on tempo, attack period. So just getting those guys to change their mindset and to change their urgency as we go. Now, once we move forward, that should become the normal. So it should be like secondhand nature by the time we get going.
DeKale Shorts had a few more things to say. How about playing for the whole team and not just the wide receiver position?
The biggest thing we only had pads on. We had uppers on yesterday, and then we put them on today. So we did a lot better today. I would say that, the biggest thing with the run blocking is we tell these guys it's just like special teams, just effort in 1-2. So if we can just continue to harp that in their head and, play for each other, not only, receiver room, but play for the backs, play for the quarterbacks, blocking for the team, just do your job. So I think they're embracing that. I think they're willing to get better. Obviously, we all know how the receiver position is, but if you got a group of wideouts that are willing to block and be physical, that can really change the game and change, our offensive dynamic.
All right, I like that kind of talk. I think we're gonna need him downfield blocking. I think the way Emmett moves, that the blocking should be great for him, so he can do his cutbacks and try to break a long one. I'm just excited to see this receiver group, especially Barney. Barney's my man. Like I said, just seeing how this kid played last year and the growth he can do in year 2. It's different for a guy to have a sophomore slump on defense than it is for a receiver, because the receiver touches the ball more than the defensive guy. Like when I say that, because the way Cam Newton played, not Cam Newton, but Cam Linhart, the way he played last year, it was sort of like a sophomore slump.
Sure.
Now, but when you come to the offensive side, can it be one? It's kind of hard to say that for a receiver, because a receiver touches the ball.
Yeah.
And I just don't see people stopping Ja'Cory Barney, just the way he's built, his stature, his playing style and ability, and the way they describe him as wanting to get better. I just see the sky's the limit for this kid, and he can go down as one of the best receivers in Nebraska history when we talk about just reception wise, because we haven't had that here in years. Like, this guy is going to be a 4-year starter, and if you say he's catching 50 balls a year, that's 200 receptions.
What do you think is, I guess, the reason? If I was throw this out there, they're two different players, but speed is their asset. And so we kind of went through Jalen Lloyd. Jalen Lloyd was a guy that I thought last year was going to take a big step. Had held in some deep balls from Heinrich Harburg the year before. We all know kind of about the stats that were thrown out there, comparing him to some of the top receivers in the Big Ten. And, between him and some other guys, that production kind of dissipated last year, even though it didn't seem like they were all that happy about their blocking that we just kind of talked about. So as I was kind of going through it, I was trying to think, okay, there's going to be enough guys this year that, the blocking, if you're not getting it done, they have enough options. They can throw somebody kind of out there. But why would you think that you have more upside, or think that you're going to have a different result with Barney than you did Lloyd, considering they're both speedy receivers kind of going into another year of work?
Well, the thing with Barney and Lloyd, the difference is offensive coordinators. When you say that, you look at our offensive coordinator we got now. He's a passing quarterback, but he also throws a lot to the slot receiver, and Barney is the third receiver. I mean, we can say he's number one, but he's the slot receiver. He's never gonna go out wide, I don't think, to beat you deep. And he's a shifty guy. That will make him better probably than Lloyd, because he's shifty with his speed instead of just straight speed. He can go laterally with it, diagonally. He can go back and forth. He can do things with the ball in his hand that Lloyd was not able to do or able to showcase us.
Yeah. Yeah, and we'll see. I mean, Lloyd, remember, he made an incredible catch, made the catch of the season.
Yeah.
I think it was like on 4th down against USC to keep that drive alive. So I'd still wonder kind of what happened there. I kind of mentioned earlier, sometimes you have athletes that maybe aren't fully utilized as football players, that you're kind of trained into football players. I think that was kind of happening in his career. Could still take off. I believe he transferred to Oklahoma State. Maybe we'll see that after all, he was a pretty darn good wide receiver in ours.
I just think he got caught up in the numbers, and you bring in a new coach, then you have guys that you already like, and then plus you have Ja'Cory Barney. So, it's best to start over for him. And as long as he did it early enough in his career where he could have 3 years at Oklahoma State and still be able to make his own name for himself.
Yeah, I'll still be cheering for him over there. We talked about, obviously, they talked about, I should say, downfield blocking for the wide receivers. That's one of my favorite things to do when you watch breakout runs, to see who kind of got not just the key blocker, the spring blocker, but the wide receivers out there that maybe, that one extra block that allows the running back to house it. So that's always kind of fun. Another thing they struggled last year was against man coverage. Remember, Dana Holgerson came in and said that was somewhat of a problem for him. Here's DeKale Schwartz, and you can see it throughout the year. Here's DeKale Schwartz also talking about practicing on improving against man coverage.
Just trying to do a lot of more combative stuff, whether that's with each other, with the DBs, or with us as a staff, as coaches, just trying to, get in them face and get them uncomfortable as much as we can. We play in a really good league. We're going to play some pretty good teams, starting off week 1. But the thing with man is sometimes you're going to be open, sometimes you're going to be not. But we just want to get their mindset to just make the play regardless, if that makes sense. Want to make a lot of contested catches, which they're going to have to do at the next level anyway if they get a shot to go to that one.
So there you have it. I think that'll wrap up our kind of coverage on DeKale Schwartz from his media session the other day. I only say that because we've still got some fight songs we got to get to before the end of the show.
Yeah, we forgot about them the other day. So let's get ready to go to break right here. 93.7 The Ticket, Bock and the Blackshirt. And when we come back, Bock 101.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
MHC isn't a new company, just a new name. Mo's Moving is now Mo's Home and Commercial. Whether moving across town or across the state, MHC Moving has you covered, specializing in home, apartment, assisted, and independent living moves. MHC can handle your commercial moves as well. MHC Moving has 0 hidden fees. You'll never pay for same-day booking or be charged for stairs, heavy items, or elevator fees. Rates are the same Monday through Saturday, and you will never pay a truck or fuel surcharge. And they offer payment plans through PayPal. Call MHC Moving today at 402-853-7167 or go to mhcmoving.com.
Looking for a fun way to give back? Join us for the 2025 Kicks for Kids Nebraska Fun Run Walk, presented by Pinnacle Bank, on Saturday, August 23rd at James Arthur Vineyard. Enjoy a scenic 5K through beautiful grounds. Every step helps provide shoes to kids in Lincoln and Lancaster County schools, with options for adults, wine included, and kids. Registration fees include a t-shirt, medal, and bag. Sign up today and make a difference at kicksforkidsnebraska.org.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
We interrupt this commercial break for an important story.
There once was a man from Nebraska who went searching for food in Alaska. When his stomach was rumbling while laying in bed, he could think of only one option, Führer's cheese spread. So he left it once and drove day and night to return back home for cheese spread delight. Now his stomach is full and the voice in his head tells him no more vacations without Führer's cheese spread. Find yours today at most local grocers.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? You need an attorney you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help you get the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Call the trial attorneys you can trust. 877-42-LIBERTY.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Breathe easier inside your home with Bryant. Eliminate allergens and odors and control humidity too. For a breath of fresh air, call 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see probably sunny skies with a light breeze and areas of smoke. An afternoon high around 79. Tonight, probably cloudy skies and light winds, low near 58. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies and areas of smoke, and an afternoon high around 81. I'm meteorologist Kyle Flecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Tune in every Saturday from 12 to 2 p.m. for the Law of Lift with Dr. Lawrence Chatters. Sit back and enjoy listening to Dr. Chatters discuss real stories involving struggle, inspiration, and real-life experiences with special guests and insights. Remember, the higher the pressure, the greater the lift. It's the Law of Lift with Dr. Lawrence Chatters every Saturday from 12 to 2 p.m. right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You're listening to Bock and the Blackshirt, on air and online at theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to 93.7 The Ticket. It is that time for Bock to give us his 101.
That's right. We've got some good songs lined up for you here. It's not just because Credence is in town. We're actually doing the fight songs of some of the best teams in the ACC. So we'll see if you can predict who these are from and maybe give us a score as well on the text line 402-464-5685. We can get to that in a second. I did want to read this as well real quick. Is the best place in town to hit up after your round of golf with your guys is Liquid Assets Sports Bar and Grill. There's 23 beers on tap, a specific bar for high-end bourbon and spirits. 30 TVs showing all the sports you could ask for, MLB, NFL training camp updates, PGA golf, and more. Enjoy their delicious wings or handheld sandwiches like the Turkey Melt, the Liquid Gold Hamburger, or the Bull Market Barbecue Burger, and much more. Enjoy the brand new chocolate chip cookie skillet as well. Liquid Assets Sports Bar and Grill at 2755 Jamie Lane, just north of 27th and Yankee Hill here in Lincoln. Kind of interesting stuff as we run down here real quick. We'll get to those songs here in a second. Alan Lincoln throws out Brennan Sorsby, who threw for 2,813 yards last year, 18 touchdowns and 6 picks for Cincinnati. Comparing that to Dylan Raiola, who threw for 2,819 yards, more yards, right? 13 touchdowns and 11 picks. Said last year, all but 3 teams in the top 25 finished with 10-plus wins last year. Alabama, Colorado, and South Carolina had 9. Do we need to get to 10 wins to be relevant in your mind, Terrell? Or would 9 do it? You've said you thought maybe 9 could get a team into the playoffs this year. Might not be Nebraska with that schedule. You think they need to get to 10 to be relevant?
I think we need 10 to get in the playoffs. I don't think we need 10 to be relevant. I think 9 or 8 we still can get you to be relevant. It shows more progress for this team. I mean, just coming from a 7-5 team. So, you know, we don't have to win 10. I'm comfortable with 9. I'd rather we win 10 just for record costs, but I do believe a 9-3 team will get in the playoffs this year, though. A 9-3 team.
That is interesting. We'll have to see if that is the case. And certainly, as he's kind of threw out the Sorsby stats, there should be a quarterback battle there with Cincinnati and Nebraska. Maybe not the most high-profile quarterback in Brendan Sorsby, but he can be pretty dangerous. Remember, once a Big Ten quarterback himself over there at Indiana. All right, let's play some fight songs here from the ACC. I'm not going to give you the specific teams this week. You're just going to have to guess them. I'm saying they're the top teams in the ACC, so whoever comes to mind, that's who they might be. I'll play 3 of them. We'll start with this one. You tell me, Terrell, who you think in the ACC this fight song comes from. There you have it. One of the top teams in the ACC's fight songs. What do you think about this fight song? Yay or nay?
Little yay.
Yeah.
Clemson.
Not too bad. Not Clemson this time. Miami. There's Miami's fight song. You can hear it loud when nobody's in the stadium because their stadium's too far off campus. All right, let's go to the next team here in the ACC. Generally one of the top teams in the ACC. Dylan Bennett gives that last one a 3. Says Georgia Tech. He guessed wrong. What do you think about this one here? Who does this sound like?
I don't like it because it goes in and out.
Yeah.
But I can say a 3.5. Clemson.
This is what our friends here from Nebraska that transferred down to Tallahassee like to listen to here this upcoming season. Tony White and Terrence Knight and James Williams in the bunch. That's Florida State's fight song. So
I thought they were, whoa, they gotta go.
That's a different deal. Yeah, that's not quite their fight song, but it works out well. Here is the final fight song from the ACC champs last year. Less in and out for this fight song. That might get a higher score from you.
No,
it doesn't.
It's about the same.
Who do you think this one is?
Clemson, huh?
Clemson, yeah.
It's terrible. All 3 of them was terrible. Bro.
Not great fight songs today from the top teams in the ACC, but only can do with what they.
Maybe we need to go to the MEAC or something, Bock, because these Power 4 schools are not good at band. We need to drop it. I need to go to the Battle of the Bands play list and bring some Monday. Remind me Monday. They used to have this Battle of the Bands in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay.
It's all the HBC schools.
Yeah.
And I'm going to play some from them. Maybe we can give them some 10s. I guarantee you we can.
Yeah, maybe we can get some.
They have a little soul to theirs.
All right, yeah.
But these are all of them sound like just President's Day song or parade song.
Yeah.
Like nothing like, you remember that movie Nick Cannon played in?
Oh, yeah.
What was that? Drumline.
Yeah.
I want some stuff like that.
Yeah, you need some more of that.
Yeah. Where's the good trombones and basses and drums?
Well, either way, hopefully it gets you a little bit excited for college. It at least sounds like college football, doesn't it? A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
All right. We appreciate you listening to Bock in the Black Shirt. I want y'all to know, have a good weekend. Be safe out there. And when we come back, the week will be shorter for college football. Don't forget to go watch Nebraska tomorrow out there at 1890. Big practice day coming up. And yes, you can drink beer at the stadium now. 93.7 The Ticket. We'll see you later.
Advanced Medical Imaging is the largest radiology group in Nebraska, located in Lincoln at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard. At Advanced Medical Imaging, they utilize state-of-the-art technology and blend it together with their compassionate, skilled team to guide you through every step. Whether it's an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray, their precise diagnostics help your doctor deliver the best care plan for you. Choose clarity and comfort in your life by choosing Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard and online at amimaging.com.
Since 1983, Fast Mike's Rollouts have been a trusted and reliable company in Lincoln and the surrounding areas. Fast Mike's handles all sides of construction projects, home renovations, or big cleanouts. With the perfect size dumpster to fit your needs, Fast Mike's Rollouts will haul it all. With same-day delivery in Lincoln, affordable rates, and top-notch service, Fast Mike's Rollouts make cleanup quick and easy. Call now at 402-450-6828 or visit us online at fastmikesrollout.com. Book your dumpster today. Fast Mike's Rollout, cleanup made simple.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC. This month kicks off Koppel's 50th anniversary sale. We're celebrating 50 years by offering an additional $500 discount to the next 100 customers that buy a new vehicle. This is in addition to the huge savings already in place. You can take an extra $500 off our discounted price, or we can cut you a check on the spot. Celebrate with savings and see why customers have trusted Koppel since 1975. It's our way of saying thank you for all these years.
Play ball!
Haymarket Park is buzzing with excitement this summer. Grab your crew and get in on the fun. Be sure to catch all the daily specials and promotions this season, like Thirsty Thursday, Fireworks Friday, Souvenir Saturday, Family Fun Day Sunday, plus special events and discounts all summer long. Don't miss out on the action as the Lincoln Salt Dogs take on their biggest rivals and knock the ball out of the park. Visit saltdogs.com and see this week's promotions and grab your tickets.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers,